This is Josiah Plays Sunless Sea. Alright, we're going to check out the different options of the last night with the Presbyterian adventuress. So we'll start with this first one. Record her memories of her travels. She's crossed the Unterzee a dozen times and many of her crewmates are dead. This is the last chance to preserve those stories. Sailor's Tales. A ship of lights, beautiful as a palace, until we heard the screams across the water. The heptacheer rose like a moon, fingers flexing huge as rowboats. The rats singing the hymns of their ancestors until they sank one by one. When the way to the Ragged Crow opened, and we went up the stairs together to the light, the days before the dawn machine, when the passage was calm and dark. Your pen flies across the page. She talks endlessly, emotionlessly, staring into the dark. She doesn't look at you once. Gained a secret and 7 Z stories and 1 mirrors. Pretty nice. Okay. Let's try, the other ones. Record her memoirs about her homeland. The Presbyterian extends deep into the Elder Continent. Outsiders are not often permitted within its borders. What will she share? The Kingdom of Life. Each presbyter is different, but each takes the identity of the last. Presbyters never truly die, even after 1,000 years. At their deaths, they give up their names to join the college, who live nameless. The rebels who serve the Thief of Faces, they live faceless. I'm no friend to the college, you know that, but they have served our realm well. They are just... It's true. We eat the flesh of the beasts we hunt, as do you, but we kill nothing that flies. The story is that they carry the airs of the garden that permit us to live forever, but I think it's sentiment. I think the mountain dreams of flight. She speaks casually, but now and then a tear crosses the sharp planes of her face to fall unnoticed into the dark. So if I do that, I gain a pages, a secret, and 7 memories of distant shores. I have a feeling the third one is going to get me... I have a feeling the third one is going to get me Tales of Terror. How many of these did I have before? 76? T? What is the T for, Boss Pie? I? So then if we spar with her, she's as deadly as anyone on the ship, and tonight she won't hold back. Hard lessons. I learned this in the Corsair's forest. That's how I got this scar. I learned this from an Iremi riddle fisher who turned cannibal. That's when I started collecting riddles. This, nearly, I picked up from the pirate poet herself. No, we don't have time to talk about that. And this, you didn't see it coming, did you? It's all my own. By the end, you're both bruised and aching. I can't tell, she remarks, what this might have done to my chances. Perhaps I should just have got a good night's sleep. Gained a secret and an iron. Okay. It's not that great. And the final one? T-I-I-A-E-S? What? And the last night we will suggest you share a bed. Perhaps it'll bring her luck. Perhaps it'll bring you both luck. Why not? Ragged breath, skin on skin, the saltier tang of sweat. By midnight, you're pleasantly exhausted and your sleep is dreamless. It might have been less tiring to spar. Gained a secret and a hearts and 10 terror. Terror Lost. That one's not bad. I think I like... the, Memory of Distant Shores one the best. Memoirs about her homeland. What the fuck are all those... What the fuck do all those letters mean, Boss Pie? I've been streaming for 4 hours. Yeah, this is the best one. Alright, she's ready to fight now. Okay, so I can not watch. The fire is lit, the smoke of printed love stories rises into the dark. The sisters chant in a language older than London. They play a wistful, halting music on harps and lyres. The adventuress has had her uniform ironed. Even her buttons are polished. Her knife is ready in her left hand and her pistol in her right. Far above, in the deep night of the neath, something briefly occludes the light of the false stars. "Go back to the ship," she says abruptly. "I don't want you to see me die. Please." Or I can watch. Insist. Someone should bear witness. Or perhaps someone is just curious or doesn't quite trust her, even now. Those are my options. Hey, Saito! Welcome! Man, I was wondering if you were going to show up at all tonight. Good to see you. Boss Pie spits at Saito. It misses, darn. Well, that's fucked up, Boss Pie. Good to see you, Saito. Man, you've missed a lot of progress in this game. I've done a lot of shit. I finished the chess quest, the Principal's quest on Port Cecil. I went and finished the Zeppelin on the Empire of Hands. I've progressed several of the companion quests quite a bit. I'm about to finish. I just finished the one for the Doctor. I'm about to finish the one for the Navigator, and I'm about to finish the one for the Adventurous right here. And also, I have all the things I need for the color quest, so I'm about to go to Venderbite in a second and finish that. But that's okay. I mean, you don't have to say sorry, like, for not being here. You're not obligated to be here, so there's nothing to apologize for. Of course you're busy. Real life stuff is more important than watching a stream, obviously. But I missed you nonetheless. You're off, Boss Pie? Alright, well, have a good night, boss. Thanks for coming by and chatting, as always. Good to have you here. And see you tomorrow, probably. For D&D stuff. So anyway, busy. Yeah, you said you might not be here tonight. I remember you saying that. I ended up with the Disillusioned Doctor, which is the one that I wanted. I sacrificed the Nacreous Outcast, though. I chose to win the chess game and sacrifice the Outcast, which was amazing because I got 21 secrets for it. And a whole ton of other stuff, a whole ton of Scintillac. Also, I got my suspicion at the Khanate down to 2, and I have 100... What do I have? 153 Drowning Pearls. So I never have to worry about suspicion at the Khanate ever again. Because I have tons... Because I traded tons of Scintillac for Drowning Pearls at the Fathom King. Plus I got a bunch of Drowning Pearls for turning in things for the Zeppelin. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've been playing for 4 hours. And I've done a lot in those 4 hours. Anyway, I have to decide now, as I save on 11, whether I want to watch or don't watch her die. I'm going to do both, obviously, to see which wow, that sentence just went the fuck off a cliff. To see what happens with each. So first we will not watch, as she wants us to do. An ending. From the deck, you see the light of the fire turn ice blue, roar to greater brightness, and fail as night falls from the roof. A shot. Another. Shrieks like the tearing of sheet metal, like the fission of thought. A terrible silence. One final furious shriek. The glass in the bridge windows cracks like ice. Abbey Rock is silent. The prioress arrives a half hour later. Her eyes are shining. "She scarred it," she says delightfully. "Oh, how she scarred it. We'll lay her to rest in her own crypt. We'll write her name on our wall. The next novice who joins us will be named for her. She scarred it. Thank you, and she wanted you to have this." It's her pistol, silver chased, drenched in black and stinging blood. As you watch, the blood wisps in choking vapor from the metal, leaving it stained dark as the sea. That sounds like it would be an awesome item if this was an actual RPG with gear and stuff. That pistol would be badass. Gained a terror and an outlandish artifact. She died in combat against the sister's adversary. You no longer have a Presbyterian adventuress. Okay, what's the other option is we can watch the battle. But she doesn't want us to do, but you know, you don't always get what you want in life. Oh! I officially loaded the wrong game. Alright, here we are. Let's watch. Nothing that flies. The light of the fire turns ice blue, roars to greater brightness. The adventuress turns her back on you. She readies her knife and her pistol. "I once swore," she remarks, "to kill nothing that flies. I hope I break that oath." They will be her last words. A piece of star-specked night falls shrieking from the roof. The bonfire is quenched in an instant, but a gout of flame from the pistol punctures the dark. Once again. The night is screaming now, deep rending cries that are almost words. The scent of ice and ozone is overpowering. You reach out a hand, blindly. The darkness deepens, but a sister takes hold of your shoulder. "Stay away!" she hisses. The adventuress cries out. So does the night. This last shriek squeezes your skull and rakes your brain and tears the words from your throat. It cracks the cobblestones of the Abbey Yard. In the flames of a final shot, you glimpse a crested wave of night rearing above the adventuress. Its wings are the sky. Its horns and veins blaze with scars. It strikes. It convulses. It whirls, and it's gone. Your eyes are hazed with frost, but as it rises, you are quite certain it lurches to the side as if one of its wings had suffered a blow. This is fucking cool. On the cracked cobbles at your feet lies the adventuress, dead eyes staring. Beside her lies her pistol, silver chased, drenched in black blood. As you watch, the blood wisps in choking vapor from the metal, leaving it stained dark as the sea. Wow! That was cool, and look how much better this is. You get a secret and a searing fucking enigma for that, whereas the other one, all you get is the artifact. So obviously we are sticking with this. I mean, yeah, I gained 20 terror, but who the fuck cares about terror right now? I don't. Did she just die in battle against flying shrieking eel? The shrieking eels! No, I think it was like more of like a dragon type thing. Some kind of big-ass flying serpent. With horns and wings and just general badassity. Kind of shadow dragon. Anyway, so that's another quest done. And we're about to take... So obviously we have to use him now. We did his thing too with the heart metal. We're about to go advance his quest as well, because we got the dice that we need for the thing at the heart metal place. We are about to... We did his quest. And we're about to drop off the sigil-ridden navigator at Codex, and his quest is going to be over. We got this for finishing the chess quest. And then we're going to turn in the colors quest here in a second as well. All right in this area. We need to take him to Khan's heart. So yeah. I'm getting low on money though. So after I can get all these quests right here done. So I need to go to Station 3, Codex Wither and Vendor Bite, and then back to London. And after I do all that, I will have turned in like 3 more quests. Do my stuff in London. I actually have 2 quests to go back to London for. One is Maybe's daughter, and the other is for... Was it the magician that needs to go back to London next? One of them needs to go back to London, besides just her. 2 of them need to go back to London, in other words. Her and I think the magician. So we'll be doing those quests there, and then after that I'm going to go on another trade run. Oh, but here's the deal. You told me to destroy the Zeppelin, right? Well, I tried it. I mean, I saved my game, and I tried destroying the Zeppelin, and I also tried telling them where to go and letting the Zeppelin launch. The problem is both of those things get rid of the Wild Weald Court for me, so I can no longer go there and trade coffee beans. So I'm not going to do either of those right now. I'm just holding off on finishing... I'm holding off on finishing the Zeppelin thing. I mean, I finished the actual Zeppelin and got my reward. I got my Ray-Drenched Cinders. But I'm holding off on, like, either destroying it or letting them go. I am going to destroy it, actually. I like that one better. I'm going to destroy it, but I'm not going to do it yet, because as soon as I destroy it, I lose that ability to make money there. And I still need money. Still need some money. Because I need another Dread Surmise. Wait, I need to go to Station 3 first. Turn this boat around. Although destroying the Zeppelin gets me my last point of supremacy with London. You can't move your family to your colony. That is odd, actually. You're right. You know, I don't really need secrets anymore. I can go ahead and end this storyline with the Acolyte now. Because I have all the secrets I need, and then some. I have, what do I have, 51 secrets, and I only need 40 for the Song of the Z, so I no longer need to farm secrets at this place. So manual save. First thing we need to do here is do the thing for the Cannoneer. So we have all the stuff we need. The Awakened Seal, the Devilbone Dice, the Searing Enigma. Ask the smith to construct an assembly housing for the Cannoneer's weapon. Why is the smith so willing to help? Just how many outstanding favors are owed? The Cannoneer shrugs the question off, smiling. I made a lot of bombs back in the day. A lot of bombs. For a lot of people. Who don't like me to talk about it. I think that's why the university threw me out. I never dared to go back and ask, though. A shining horror. For 7 days the smith works. Only the Cannoneer is permitted within. Your Zailers place bets on whether they'll blow themselves up, and whether the explosion will eradicate Station 3 as well. There are no explosions. At last, the Cannoneer opens the smithy door, grinning. A tired but dazzling grin. He gestures to the seal. The armature that now constrains it is meshed with silvery heart metal. The glyphs flicker frantically like trapped insects. The weapon emits a constant, low, barely audible growl. The air in the room is stiflingly hot. Behold, the Cannoneer says, the memento mori. The grin dissipates. It's finished. I'm not sure what to do now. Mount the memento mori on your ship or sell it to one of the warlike Z nations. Some will give you better prices than others. You may tilt the balance of power on the Z. Oh, I can get supremacy with this thing, huh? Because what? It's a memento mori. Omnia mors perimit et nulli miseritur. Alright, what does that mean, Saito? Go. Latin knowledge, let's have it. Omnia mors perimit et nulli miseritur. I lost my Awakened Seal of the Red Science, which actually I'm not happy about, because I liked that thing. And a Searing Enigma, and the dice, and a Lamentable Relic. But the Cannoneer has completed his masterwork. And I have the Memento Mori. So is there anything else I can do with him? Oh no, so his quest is done, apparently. I have the Memento Mori. It's a forward weapon. Yeah, see, I can't even use this unless I got a totally different ship. So I'm gonna give it off to somebody for supremacy. Sato says, probably doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in the colonists. Yeah, sure, come to my colony. Yeah, it'll be great. What? Why aren't I bringing my family here? Well, because I actually give a fuck about them, that's why. Well, I mean, until the place is finished, it's probably not a very nice place to... I mean, it's probably an okay place to be, but not, like, as safe as London, maybe, or... No, but Fallen London's not really very safe. I don't know. I don't want my family there cramping my style while I'm trying to be king and shit. So now my bridge thing is gone. Put this thing back on there, I guess. So if I can give this to London and get supremacy with them, that would be cool. Alright, while I'm here, I will also... Yeah, I got the Memento Mori, and I asked you what the Latin thing meant, but I guess you weren't watching at the time. And I don't think I can see it anymore. Not what Memento Mori means, but the whole Latin phrase that was involved when I got it. Omnia something something something. Oh, there it is. Omnia mors paramit et nulli miseratur. What does that mean? I just expect you to know that off the top of your head. Alright, so I guess I'll do the summons. Actually, let's observe another autopsy. Manual save. It's an old proverb. It means death destroys everything and pities no one. Wow. That's pretty intense. Alright, let's do another autopsy before we go to the final meeting with her. The professor. Here's a corpse with professorial clothes and too many lines in his forehead. The heretic. She has to saw open the skull to get at this one's secret. It is lodged like a peach pit between the halves of his brain, not perfectly spherical, but squashed and lumpy. It's a pity, she tells you afterward, pushing back her goggles. It's such a flawless secret. You rarely see one of such high quality. He'd come to the unshakable intellectual conviction that souls are only a kind of gaseous vapor. He didn't dare tell anyone for fear of losing his position, but he had too much integrity of mind to stop believing it merely because of the inconvenience. Shame it's not the sort of thing the masters are looking for. Got another tale of terror, I'll take it. Turn later. Alright, let's do this. Summons to the low building. Let's end this storyline here. Say 112. I think I'm going to tell her the truth. Find out what she wants. I think I'm going to tell her the truth. I'm going to help her do the autopsy and tell her the truth. I mean, we've already read all this. The use does not comfort her. So then we see her for the last time. Wait, then what do I want to do? Ask after her situation or real consolation? I think I wanted to do real consolation. Offer the consolation of friendship. Yeah, this is good. I think we read this before. You and she will never speak like this again. You are leaving, and she does not expect to be on the island by the time you might return. That's what makes it so easy to talk and so comforting. Gain 2 hearts, a dream of red, and a secret. And now she's gonna be gone forever. The acolyte is gone, but her colleagues will supply suitable payment. Alright. Cool. So that's Station 3 pretty much wrapped up. Now we've got to go to Codex to drop off the Navigator. Wither just for a port report because we're right there. Venderbite to finally finish that fucking extremely lengthy Neathbow Colors quest that we've been working on since, like, the very beginning of the game. No, let's go. And then we'll do another trade run, I think. Also, we'll stop at Khan's Heart for the cook. Lol. Little tiny steam pinnace. You just came to back that aft uptown, son. One-shotted. Alright, we loot her. We got a cache of curiosities. Inside we find some spider silk. Alright, well that's not so impressive. Whatever, it's free stuff. Gotta get ourselves up to Codex. I'm planning on giving it to some, or selling it or whatever to somebody. It said it could change the balance of powers, so I was hoping I could sell it to London and get some more supremacy for it from London. Is that a real thing that I can do? Alright, we made it to Codex. I'm not going to keep it because I don't plan to use a ship that can use it. It's forward mounted, I can't use it on this ship, and I don't want to get a different ship, so it's useless to me. Alright. Here we go. Oh nice, that'll definitely max out my London supremacy then. In fact, I could have spent less. If I'd known I was going to have that and I was going to get 3 supremacy out of it, I would have spent less vital intelligences at London. I would have used them for my other thing instead, but that's fine. Compile a port report. Whoa, what's going on here? That old fury, a Zailor has run mad. Oh, this? Really? I ain't got time for this. Let's, well, let's try to talk her down. It's probably not going to work out, but let's try it. Call her by name, remind her who she is, where, and why. Succeeded! Wait, why did I still lose a crew? Shh. Your soft words convince her to lay down her weapon. She stands staring about her, crying like a child, until you lead her away. Why are my crew freaking out? She sleeps for a day and a night and wakes somewhat recovered. Nothing can be done for her victim. Oh, because she killed someone. Right. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can live with it. Now, Navigator. Allow your Navigator to join the Mute Exiles. We're about to lose him. She'd already killed one by that point. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm really broken up about it, as you can tell. The Stones of Codex crawl with sigils. Look, I still have more than the minimum that I need, so that's not really that big a deal. The Stones of Codex crawl with sigils. Your Navigator steps into the unfolding silence of the glum gray shore. His tattoo shivers like a nesting gull. Goodbye. Another searing enigma. Nice. One of the Mute Exiles brings him a loaf of brown algae bread. Another gives him a chipped jug of water. The navigator does not thank you or say goodbye. From the moment he sets foot on the isle, he does not speak at all. But he takes your hand in his, briefly, before turning to the exile's cave. As you leave, one of the exiles tugs at your sleeve. He leads you to an unmarked stone the size of a church Bible, produces a chisel and hammer from his robe, and strikes the stone 3 times. It splits in half. Inside, a sigil the color of quartz glistens, trapped in the stone like a fossil. The exile gestures at you to take it. Sweet. We traded this guy for a searing enigma. I'll take it. Sigil-written navigator. Quest complete. Another enigma. Awesome. So, at this point, we've got her quest, which I still need to go to the south. I've gone to the north, east, and west off the map. I need to go to the south. Really what she did was decrease resource consumption. That's what I call a proactive workplace attitude. Yeah! I have to go to Consort for him, I have to go to London for her. He's done. He's done. I don't know what I have to do next for the mechanic, actually. The magician, I need to go back to London for. I need a royal blue feather for her. For him, I got the box, so I don't know where I'm supposed to take it. I have the box with the snakes in it, but I don't know what I do next for him. He's the only one that I don't know what to do next for. Does it tell me in my journal? I don't think so, because I think I looked already. Stole a secret from the dreams of the stone pigs. He's grateful for the company. That's all it says. And I have a box with the snakes in it. No, I asked the magician if he wanted it, and he said no. So I still have one. See? A mirror catch box full of very angry dream snakes. I have one right here. I gave one of them to the color guy, the curator in Vendorbite, but I still have an extra one here. So I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, we're done in Codex. Let's go over to Wither, grab the quick port report. Truth and Dreams. I'll listen to my dreams. The Neath, the cavern that holds the Unterzee, is prowled by dreams. There's a story that it was once the skull of a dead god. Perhaps that would explain it. A dream of spires. Mirror-faceted pillars rise around you like trees in a forest. More so because each glows with a shifting green light. The Z laps at the base of the pillars. A voice from above cries out in 7 languages, and you understand each one. Once this was the face of Irem. It will be taken from us. It says check. Did you say check under my objectives? It should tell me. Objectives. That's done. That's done. Oh, I have to do this. That's the next thing for him. Get the 40 Stygian ivory and all that. Do I have the casket of sapphires? I do. Okay. So I need to go and get all the Stygian ivory. I have the element of dawn, right? That's a thing I have? Do I have the element of dawn? I don't know what the element of dawn is, and whether or not I have it. I don't think... You don't think I do have it? Do I get that from Grand Geode? Okay, so his quest is big and complicated and difficult, because I have to do all that for him and go to Frostfound for him as well. Okay. But it seems like we're close to wrapping up the magician and the cook and the chief engineer. We already wrapped up his, the other, and hers, she needs to, okay, so, yeah. I think the Cannoneer and the Exile are the two that are going to have the big hard quests, aren't they? Wither. Let's gather intelligence. Explore the town. Riddles! What do you get for the Great Riddles of Irem? 19%. Let's see if I can stack a little more. What is that? Pages? Pages. Oh, I don't have any more officers that give pages. But I could put this on. For a little bit more pages. And I could manually save on 10. Oh, 7 crew of vital intel and 50 supplies is no big deal, though. I already have a couple extra vital intels right now, I think. Or at least one extra vital intel right now. Yeah, I have one. I want to succeed on this. I have a 21% chance. Who is this in lion-colored furs at the firelight's edge? I carry one of the great riddles of Irem, she intones. Her eyes glisten. 1,000 echoes against a jewel from the pillared sea. Failed. Alright, hold on. Just wait a second. Statistically, it should only take me like 5 tries. Right? Succeeded! Only took me 2 tries. Bam! Home. Ah, the stranger. The Iremi breathes. Yes, the key fits the lock. Take this. Jewel. It's a silver hand, beautifully shaped to every crease of skin. The rest is lost, the riddle wielder says. Now you have this. It's lost too. Cool. Alright, cool, I'll take it. We can put this back on. Bloop. And we can get out of here. Good, I can use that for my base. My colony, my kingdom. Alright, finally we go to turn in the last 2 colors of the Neath bow. And we're going to complete that bad boy. Oh, I'm really happy about finally completing that. When I first got that quest and I looked at it, I'm like, man, I'm never going to be able to get this done. I'm never going to be able to find all of these things. And yet I have. I didn't even have to do... See, I didn't want to do the Blemigan thing, Sido. I decided I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do the Blemigan propagation thing. I don't like it. And so I figured out that I could get a ray-drenched cinder from... Actually, I got 3 of them from finishing the Zeppelin. And so I finished it, and I got 3 ray-drenched cinders. I kept 1. I kept 2. I'm gonna give 1 right now to this. I kept 1, and I traded 1 for a Judgment's Egg here. So I have an extra Judgment's Egg as well. Because I knew I was gonna need at least 1 or 2 of those. I don't know if I can do anything special with that last cinder or not. Nothing that I know of. I thought that they cause, like, all kinds of horrible problems. Like I was infecting all of these places with this like growing fungal like invasion. It just doesn't seem like a really good idea. I know that certain places get really mad at you if you put plemigans there. No. Alright. Finally, the first curator. Oh, I can sell red honey here. Oh, but it's less profitable than London. Nah, fuck off then. Alright, here we go. The first curator. Even though I read the stuff about the first curator before, I'm going to read it again because we're actually finishing this. Z Captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close.
No more light,
The obsequious steward cautions you.
the curator is terribly afraid of moths.
He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Alright. I have five lumps of blue scintillac. Why do I have so many? I mean, I know I got like 3 from the... I thought I got 3 from the end of the chest quest, but I don't know how I have 5 of them. I have a ray-drenched cinder. I also have the Apossian chess piece. I'm going to give it that instead of a whatever. What else can I do with these lumps of blue scintillac? Obviously, I'm keeping 1 to use for combat, but it means I have 4 extra to do something with. I can't go to the scholar anymore because I drove the scholar mad. So where else can I offload those besides the scholar? I'm not going to do the Blemigans at all, though. I'm not going to do them. Fuck the Blemigans. Alright, Apossian chess piece.
Oh, yes. It also wants. It also wants.
Cage frail fingers. The curator cups its hands over the soft glowing chess piece. Its face, you see now, is masked with copper. Its fingers wither in the light. A curl of smoke rises, but it only clutches the chess piece tighter.
The sea.
It whispers.
I smell the sea.
Oh, in Varkas? Is that where that is? You smell scorched dust, but here's your payment. In rubies of antique cut. The curator seems happy. One last color. The ray-drenched cinder.
I smell stars.
A cavity. Beside the curator's couch waits a humped machine of iron and brass.
There,
it wheezes, straining to raise its arm. A recess, approximately the size of the cinder, waits. You place the cinder there and close the lid. Faint atonal music, like the pricking of starlight, drifts from within.
I will never see Parabola,
the curator wheezes.
but perhaps you will. Take this mirror. It was born in a volcano.
Dark glass, serpent carved. Oh, I have so many captivating treasures now. I'm going to be able to easily use up the rest of the ones I need to for the colony, plus have some to sell. Where else can I sell those besides now that the scholar is gone? Because I'm about to have a bunch of extra ones. Receive a final reward. It reaches up to clasp your hand.
I am grateful. You don't know what you've done to me. Accelerated the growth beneath the flesh. Spared me the sanatorium. Here, my dissolution.
A birth. The curator moves faster than you've ever seen, flinging its arms back as if in delight. Its chest pulses, then crumbles inwards. It cries out softly and turns its masked face to watch you. Its chest crumbles like damp clay. Something damp and sleekly shining pushes out. Antennae rustle. Faceted eyes glisten. Ooh, I just birthed a bug out of this thing? The curator's hand reaches up to caress the creature, and then goes still forever. It frees itself, flexing damp wings. A moth of prodigious size. Oh, it's a moth. That's okay then. That's not so gross. Its wings are figured with patterns in familiar colors. Pelagian, Viric, Irigo. Oh, cool. So it birthed... That guy, he was basically like a chrysalis for this awesome moth with these awesome colors on its wings. This is actually seeming kind of neat now. Ooh, look at that. That's awesome. That's really cool looking. The moth perches at the head of the sofa. You've never seen one this big. Its wings are a whole library of glyphs, clues, ink blot images.
It's finished, Captain,
the obsequious steward says behind you, though he seems less obsequious now.
All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. But first,
I can accept steam yacht deeds.
It was too frail to sail by the time she was completed. It would have wanted you to have her.
I can swap to the steam yacht when in Venderbite. The Leucothea class is a mid-sized ship with 250 hull that increases hearts, veils, and pages by 10 each. I remember seeing that ship way back in the beginning of this thing and really wanting it. But I don't think I want it now. Because I still think it has less hold space than my current ship. A huge trove of secrets. Oh, that would have been handy. Before. Now that I have all the secrets I need, I don't care.
Perhaps it would have preferred you to have its memoirs. They're a little dry. But it was very wise. It had lived a long, long time.
Or I can accept 7 treasures.
Of course, if it's avarice that motivates you. I must admit I am myself motivated chiefly by avarice.
Forget other rewards, take only the moth. It's watching you. Does it remember the flesh it dwelt in? It spoke often of the Z. Perhaps it would like to travel. What do you get if you take the moth? What is the moth? Is it a companion? I really want to kind of try all of these. I saved my game. So let's see what happens if we take the moth. I'll probably end up taking the treasures realistically, but I want to see. Extend a hand. It glides to your wrist like a falcon. The furred scales of its wings are thick as carpet fibers. It smells of wax and frost. Bend your head closer. If you can't hear it speak, perhaps you can read meaning in its wings? I witnessed the curator's emergence. Tomb colonists do not exactly die. Many end in the grand sanatorium, withering slowly to insensate horror. This is not publicized. A few end in emergence, transformation to a flimsy thing of wings and knowledge, and end in ecstasy, the delight of becoming an egg of sorts. This is accounted a grand and vile and tempting sin. Keeper moth. Its wings carry 1,000 years of memories. Few of those memories are good. I can't talk to it. Gives you 3 mirrors, 3 veils, 3 pages. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Alright, but let's say I don't want to take the moth. Let's say I don't want to take the moth. It just showed up in the tomb colonies. And I visit the curator. And I give it the Apossian chess piece. And I give it the cinder. And I, save again. How many secrets do I get for the huge trove? 9? That's not that bad. I wouldn't call it a huge trove. A huge trove was the 21 that I got for the chess quest. Memoirs in Darkness. The memoirs are handwritten on bark cloth from the boligus, those vast and woody mushrooms that grow on fertile islands.
It preferred the old ways, the steward says obscurely. I recommend the section on its stay in the Khanate. Surprisingly spicy. It was not always old. My thanks again, and be discreet in the matter of the birth. Not everyone in Venderbite would understand.
Okay, so that's another option. What about the steam yacht? The deeds are handwritten on bark cloth from the boligus, those vast and woody mushrooms. Oh. It says the exact same thing. Deeds to a steam yacht. So if I wanted to, I could get this ship. Which, oh no, I can't go down to 70 hold capacity under any fucking circumstances. I don't care how fast it is or what bonuses it gives you. 70 hold capacity would be like crippling at this point. Nope, nope, nobody, nope, 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 nope. Okay, so I think I'm going to take the treasures. I need the money more than I need that moth for some tiny stat bonuses, honestly. Because I need to spend a lot of money. I need to buy, essentially buy another, what do you call it? Dread Surmise for 9 things, and that's going to cost a lot of money. Because I've decided I'm going to do both endings. I'm going to do the Song of the Sea and get my own kingdom. I'm going to do both. I'm super close to having everything for the Song of the Sea now, except for the Dread Surmise. I'm going to take the treasure. Okay. Old gold. Rings, crowns, rods, copper discs, garnet studded, a mirror figured with a map of the lost surface, silver coins with squat glyphs like wax stains, a jade tiger with a ruby heart. You earned it, the steward remarks. Spend it in good health. I have 10 of these now. I'm going to use 2 more for my colony, which means I have 8 to sell. That'll be fat loots right there. That'll be fat loots. Okay. Cool. Save on 11. Explore vendor bite. A serpent image. Wait a minute. Oh, but wait. We already got a serpent image for the magician, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We went to Irem and got it for him. I could have gotten it here. Of course, this is a random event, which means it almost never actually happens, okay? What do I do here? Here! A sailor shouts. There's something nestled in the mossy crook of a gray-leaved tree. A wooden serpent, lacquered with black, red, and yellow. Its eyes are garnet flakes. That'd fetch a good price at the bazaar, the sailor observes. But it has a cursey look, points out another. Take it, but reward the sailor. I can't do that because of my memoirs Finger King's footsteps. I can't do this because I don't have the right step of the magician, so I have to take it. Perhaps you can think of some way to... Wait, you've been here before. The tree, the serpent. This isn't the first time. Oh, I have this option because I already have gone to Irem and gotten one. Okay. Deja vu. Here, a sailor shouts. There's something nestled in the mossy crook of a gray-leafed tree. A wooden serpent lacquered with black, red, and yet... Wait a minute, they just said that. This has all happened before, exactly like this. Are you losing your mind? I can say, so what? If fortune has put a treasure in your way twice over, then good for fortune. Onwards. Or I can refuse to cooperate. Snatch the statue, hurl it on the ground, and leap on it. I feel like I should do this. I feel like I should do this. Let's try the 39% pages challenge. Succeeded! Yes! Oh, this is another thing you could use as a color. If I hadn't already finished the colors. Wow, that would have been nice to get before. A successful work. You smash the serpent and pick up one splintered piece to show your crew. For your crew are watching, eyes wide and silver. By this victory, you say, you hardly know why, I claim the rights to the site of this place. Your crew mutter and disperse, slinking into serpent shape to wriggle across the clearing. The tree where you found the image is one of many. You stand in a jungle beneath an orange sun. The air flickers, and instead you stand in your cabin, in your night clothes. Instead of a splintered fragment of wooden serpent, you hold a paintbrush. In front of you is a painting of a jungle, clearing, crew, serpent, you. Somehow you've done good work in your sleep, and you've mixed familiar oils into a peculiar vivid green. Rub the sleep from your eyes, sign the painting, and try not to worry. Cool, I got this. You can sell it in Irem for some secrets. I thought there was somewhere I saw that you could sell this. A study of a clearing amid trees that do not grow underneath, of a Z-Captain smashing the image of a painted serpent. The Z-Captain's crew look on calmly. A forked tongue is visible in one's open mouth. The painting is tinted everywhere with Viric, the greenish color of shallow sleep, which cannot be seen on the surface of the world. You are the Z-Captain in the painting. You are also the painter. That's really cool. Man, I'm glad I stumbled upon that. That's neat. Okay, we're done here. We're done here. It's time to go back to London, finally. I haven't been to London in a fucking minute. I have so many port reports, probably. I might have a record this time, because I have gone to a shitload of places since I was last in London. Okay, so, in our next episode, we will depart from Venderbite. We will go back to London. We will handle all of our business there, including 2 officer quests that we have to do there. Then we will set off on a new journey and go back to these places and these places over here, and it'll be pretty great. But that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Sunless Sea.